Day 14 of Breaking Down Mexico Resorts. This is Ava. Ava Resort Cancun opened in June 2024. It's a huge resort. It's got 1,622 all oceanfront rooms. Now, actually, you would think that with a resort of that size, it would be super difficult to navigate, but everything's pretty laid out on that one main lobby level, so it's a lot easier to navigate than you might think. This is one of the properties where you do absolutely need to have the app ready to go and dinner reservations ready to go. You need to be aware ahead of time. You need to be prepared ahead of time. It's not one of those places that you can just show up and look cute. You do kind of have to have some reservations already secured. Now, having said that, it has 17 bars and restaurants total. You do make reservations that can be made 30 days in advance pre-arrival. When it initially opened, there were complaints about room service taking up to 2 hours, but typically would be about 25 to 35 minutes. There are multiple pools, including the Salt Water Lagoon and an adult-only pool. There is also the Des nightclub, which is typically going to be open until about 2 a.m. As far as beach goes, I still would not recommend this to beach lovers. This is just not the beach place. There is sargassum management barriers in place and it is cleaned up daily, but this is just not one of the places that I would recommend if you are a huge beach lover. You're looking for white sand and that crystal clear water. I don't know that this is the right place for you. A huge downside, and just being honest, but a huge downside with this property is that they do upcharge for some experiences, including escape room, bowling, laser tag, virtual reality. There's charges for that. The resort layout is very linear with long interior corridors. There is golf cart service, and it is pretty accessibility friendly. I will say though, right now it looks like a concrete jungle, and that's just because the vegetation has not grown in. It's pretty quick from the airport, takes about 15-ish minutes. As far as weddings go, they do up to 3 weddings per day. And I would say that this is a good property if you have a very large guest count, if you have a very varying age group guest list. For huge families, this is probably a good idea. Overall, I do think it's a solid property, although I do think there are a lot of places where it can improve. I also really do not care for the upcharges for certain experiences. I do understand it in some capacity, in some instances, but for everything essentially child focused, for there to be an upcharge is, I don't know, I just don't care for that.